How we run ours is called Entree Leadership. Thank you for calling in. George, good show.
Good stuff. Thanks, Dave.
That puts this hour of the Ramsey Show in the books. We'll be back with you before you know it. In the meantime, remember, there's ultimately only one way to financial peace, and that's to walk daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
Ramsey Show ending. After show beginning.
Hey, it's Rachel Cruz, co-host on The Ramsey Show. If you want to do your debt-free scream live on the show, visit RamseySolutions.com/debt-free scream. We'd love for you to come to Nashville and tell Dave your story. That's RamseySolutions.com/debt-free scream.
I'm ready to get my links in the chat. And had everything ready this time, I swear, except for my channel, which, in case you didn't know, you can get to by going to youtube.com/Coach Steve Money directly instead of searching it. What up, Spring? That's weird that the fine print is on there right now. Oh, let's just look. Make sure it's working correctly. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Alrighty, well, let's sing. It was episode 235 today. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go, let's gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. The 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name's Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. I hope to meet him. I admire the man. messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host my YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH, it's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. Links at the top of the chat and in the video description. You can email me about anything. Yes, anything at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can reach me on Instagram, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. About everything. All right. Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. What up, Obs? Alrighty. Today on the Ramsey Show, we had Dave Ramsey as host, and he's the author of not only The Total Money Makeover, a book that will change your life. It changed mine. Also author of the new book, Baby Steps Millionaires. And his co-host today was George Camel. And he's host of The Fine Print. But that's not the George Camel song. This is the George Camel song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, George hosts 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Borrowed Future, Entree Leadership, and The Fine Print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears Aso Stallone, used to wear flannel. No one does it better than R.E.I. George Camel. Paid his house off. Messed up. Got a second dog, y'all. That's different music this time for that. And that was too early, but market report. There we go, that's better. All right, as you can see, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the total market index, is just barely 0.0032% positive. The rest of it, not so much. S&P 500 down another 0.75%. NASDAQ just a little bit over 2% down and almost 2% down. The Russell Small Cap Index. Let's see. Do I have a couple things on that? There's nice little graphs for you with those. NASDAQ spent a little bit of time, actually even less. A little bit less time for the small cap index right there. You can see oil went down today. That's good. Gold went down too. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Oh, that's the S&P. That's not the Dow right there. I'm sorry. I was expecting it to be the same order. The Dow 30. That's the yeah, that's the same. That's the Dow Jones Industrial Average, I guess, is the 30. But yeah, so we're negative. So it's still on sale. Let's see if it says anything. What's up? Second 2% in third straight day of losses as tech stocks drag index is lower. Boom, 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 boom. Investors looking ahead to the Federal Reserve's next monetary policy decision later this week amid an ongoing war in Ukraine and soaring inflation. I guess that's to if they're going to do what they had planned to do and have an interest rate hike this month, which is what they plan to do, perhaps because of the inflation and the ongoing war in Ukraine. They may change their minds. Who knows? They may raise it more than originally planned. Let's see. Ahead of this meeting, Fed Chair Jerome Powell already told Congress earlier this month that he would support a 25 basis point rate hike following the March meeting. And I think that's 0.25%, I believe, is what that means in everyday man language. Everyday woman language, too, I guess. Let's see. Slumped ahead of Fed. NASDAQ lowest close since 2020. Fighting in Ukraine, reemergence of the pandy in China, and looking ahead to that Federal Reserve meeting. Yep, that looks like about all we need from there. Back to the finance page. Let's see if we got any good earnings coming. Let's see. On, what is that, Friday? No, today's Monday, so 3 days later would be Thursday. Thursday morning, Accenture and Dollar General. Thursday after market close, FedEx. And then next week, it'll be Nike and Adobe and NOE. Now, that one doesn't end in E, just Nike and Adobe end in that. And let's see what we got. Is it, yep, most is down is Tesla, and they generally do big moves, either up or down. And Amazon down again today after they've been held up a little bit after from some buzz after they did a stock split last week. All right. Okay, so we've been following this USPS truck thing. And this from the New York Times.com, nytimes.com. Democrats want investigation into Postal Service's gas guzzlers contract. And let's see, plan to purchase up to 165,000 gasoline-powered mail trucks instead of electronic models has angered somebody. You know, that's the way it goes. You know, if you want to get frozen pizza for your kid instead of going to Pizza Hut, your kid might not like that either, but your kid's not paying for it, though. So, if whoever's angered takes money out of their own pocket, not the taxpayer's pocket, if they want to take money out of their own pocket and pay for some, then that could happen. Happy Pi Day, everyone. Oh, I should have done that. Pi Day, gotta get down on Pi Day. This is from NBC4, right here in Columbus. And 3/14 is Pi Day. How to celebrate all week long in Columbus. Let's see what we got going on here. Excuse to eat pie? Who needs an excuse, really? And celebrate one special number, 3.14159, and there's a whole bunch of other digits that the guys on Big Bang Theory had to say every once in a while. The Robert Perry said gasoline trucks aren't free either. You right. They're less expensive, though. The ratio of circumference, how big around something is, divided by its diameter, how far it measures across the biggest point. From apple to pecan, cherry to strawberry, rhubarb, the ratio of pie and circular pies is always the same amount. So you can get $3.14 deals. Honey baked ham offering $3.14 off the apple caramel walnut pie. That sounds yummy. And on our National Pie Day, you must use a coupon. Looks like a link to it right there. This offer only valid at participating locations. Always Whole Foods. Get a large cherry or apple pie for just $3.14 from the bakery today. Amazon Prime members will get an additional 10% off your Amazon Prime membership, paying off at the Whole Foods because they own it. Let's see. Bake Me Happy. New location at North Market, Bridge Park. No, I know where the North Market is. Is Monday through Sunday. Gluten-free pies, cakes, and pastries. Just Pies in Westerville will be open just for Pie Day from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Ohio Pies delivers to Bexler Natural Market and the Sycamore Restaurant. Order online. Okay, those don't say they're any off, though. What do you get when you divide an apple's circumference by its diameter? Apple pie. That's a good one. Yeah, good job. Yeah. Let's see. Dough Mama in Clintonville is closed. I have heard of that. I knew that was a thing. Never had a pie from there, though. But hopefully you picked up on Sunday their apple lemon lavender. Interesting. Maple bourbon pecan or cranberry ginger pear. Now I am from Virginia, raised in Virginia, and my grandfather was in North Carolina, and he did grow pecans, is what they called it there, but just the way it maple bourbon pecan sounded better, so I made the audible to change it there. Baker Perry Wilkoff makes extra for people who celebrate the pie holiday. Missed out pies will be just as delicious on Tuesday. Farmers will bring you pies direct from their kitchen to your table through Market Wagon or Farm March. Market Wagons, Reggie's Creations serves Columbus with pies like Lone Star, banana cream, yummy, Buckeye cream, I bet that's good, pecan again, and walnut, and more. And that's it? I thought there was going to be a whole bunch of things. I am disappointed. I wonder if dispenser. I don't know. I haven't heard that. You think they would jump on that, though? Dispensaries having specials on 420. Interesting. I'll have to keep a lookout for that. This from Fox Business. One moment. And refresh. There we go. Now we'll get to enjoy the ads. Many Americans expect mortgage rates and home prices to continue rising based on a survey. That's good. The futures are, yeah, this just refreshed. So the futures are up for everything. Cool. Good news. Seems consumers are bracing for higher interest rates, with a majority of Americans saying they expect mortgage rates to increase in the next 12 months, according to new data from Fannie Mae. Well, the Fed said they were going to raise interest rates, so it's probably a good bet. About 67% of respondents said they expect mortgage rates will go up. Is that what that's about? Home prices was the main thing, whether they're going to go up or not. Let's see. Current 30-year mortgage rate is below 4% annual percentage rate. Boom, boom, boom. Home prices continue. Along higher side mortgage rates, many Americans also believe home prices will continue to rise over the next year, the survey said. Number of respondents with this opinion rose by 3 percentage points from January to 46%. Okay, so it's not a majority that think that. Just many. Okay. All right. So yeah, it could, and that's of course what Dave said as well. Thinks this might level off some, but they're not gonna drop. He doesn't think. But that was about a month ago when he said that, I believe. Let's see. There's all your advertisements. Federal Reserve to raise interest rates in March. We knew that. Has indicated that it intends to raise interest rates in March amid high inflation, which contributed to Americans' belief that mortgage rates will increase over the next year. All right, yep, man, that makes sense. So the theory is by raising the interest rates that will stop inflation a little bit, at least. We hope so. Let's see, I did that one. Oh, that's it. Yeah, there wasn't that much going on today. So let's check out the Dave Ramsey subreddit. Robert Perry's house was estimated at $225,000 4 years ago. Last week, 2 houses on block sold for $450,000 to $500,000. You can check it on the Zillow. Robert Perry, you can check it against those two. You can see what those 2 houses are and compare that to what they sold for. And then look at yours. And then you don't have to get an appraisal. Then and that'll just give you a ballpark, of course. All right, so we go to reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey and we sort by new. This not run by Ramsey Solutions, as the Ramsey Baby Steps community is on the Facebook. That one is. This one is not. Just Ramsey fans. Alrighty, William on fire. William is on fire. Roth IRA question. If you buy an index fund on your Roth IRA, in your Roth IRA, and sell it in a couple years to move it to a different index fund inside the same Roth, does it create a taxable event? How does that work? Unless you take the cash out, is the taxable event. You can change funds whenever you want to. It's just taking it out of that Roth. As long as it stays inside the Roth, it's fine. All right, from Amazing Carob, church site license contest. Oh yeah, somebody was asking when they were going to announce the winners for that. So recently, recently won a church site license for my church for Ramsey Plus FPU for a year. I am excited for the church, but I have a couple questions. If anyone has won the same prize as me before, I have to sign in and notarize, I guess, a signed affidavit for acceptance of the prize. My question is, how does this affect me for tax purposes? That's an interesting question. I don't know if they would give that to you or not. I mean, if they would have you sign it, or if they would have whoever represents the church. I mean, I guess you would be representing the church. If you're not like on the board or have any office in the church like that, I guess you would let somebody that is sign for it. If Ramsey Solutions will do that. That's interesting. I'm sure they've run into that. I would call the FPU people and ask them. Also, you could call the customer care line. But they should have given you like an email or phone number that you could contact the Ramsey Plus people as well. Let's see. Did you hear? Oh, let's keep it civil, no rudeness or trolling. We'll see. All right. Did he address the rampant hypocrisy within his company surrounding his firing decisions, resignation, pending lawsuits? He did not. He doesn't make what else do we have? Well, he doesn't make he addressed it fully in the first hour. Thank you for your brief. Okay. When was that? Today? Oh, no, I think he just talked about, I don't know, we didn't, I think we missed a little bit of the first on the video, the first part of the show. Alrighty, saving and investing for a house. Did we do, oh no, this is, I think we had Ray Fusion 7 before, but this was just posted 6 hours ago. So, saving and investing for a house, baby step 4. Hello, just accepted my first job after graduation. Don't have any debt and car is working fine. Very low expenses living with parents. Jobs involve a lot of traveling, so it doesn't make sense to get an apartment. Maxing out my Roth IRA and also will be contributing up until my company match when I start. My goal is to buy a house in about 5 to 8 years while also saving for retirement. I have about 30K as emergency fund, which is a bit over what I actually need, but my folks have always drilled the idea of better safe than sorry. Okay. Planning on opening a taxable brokerage account for my house fund. I wanted to know if this is a good allocation. I will be investing mainly in ETFs. Dave is fine with you doing index funds for a purchase. And you're going to, if you're going to wait, definitely going to not be buying before 5 years, then it's fine. But market could be down. And of course, right now it is on sale, so a good time to buy. Goal is to contribute everything above my emergency fund and monthly expenses, and use this fund whenever I want to buy something big like a house or car in the distant future. My priority right now would be saving for a house down payment. This is a good plan. Allocation for the long term. I don't know why you would do. I know, the people love to say their own mutual funds or index funds rather. I can't remember what QQQ is. Is that just another index fund? If they're all the same S&P 500 index fund, you don't need to do that. Oh, that's Invesco. Yeah, Invesco Trust. Series 1. What's that done in the last year? What's that done in the last 5 years? 141. 61. I guess that looks like about every other index. So, that's about the same there. Right there is the pandy crash that happened there. 33% down right there. So on sale, and it was immediately back 6 months later, even again. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. Again, Dave's fine with the index funds for saving for a purchase. And what's your... So, I mean, as far as the breakdown, I'm wondering what he... how he got that. Oh, this is something that's not even a stock. Is it? Is that BQN fund? Okay, and that's another van. Yeah, started with V, so I thought it might have been a Van. Oh yeah, that's a real estate index fund ETF. Yeah, so this is like a REIT, I guess. See what that's done. Okay, that's up. That's up too. There's your pandy crash right there again. I guess that's fine, but I don't know where he came up with the thing. I think when Dave says you can put it in an index fund, I think he's just thinking about like S&P 500 index fund, and that's it, which VU would qualify for. That's one of them. So I don't know where you got the things. Let's see where. If the OP, let's see. I think this fund was for real estate. I think real estate will consistently go up. That's why. Okay. So he just made it up. He just made up this breakdown. He didn't have any particular reason for it. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right, this from me first. 17, day 1. My debt-free journey. Today's the day I start tackling my $68K in consumer debt. Owe $27K in credit cards, $39K in car loans, and $2,000 on line of credit. Baby step 1 complete. Now on to the snowball, which would mean the $2,000 would be first, smallest to largest. Excellent. Let's see. Oh, that's from Fire. This person is on fire. Fire 209. Private school tuition. Where does everyone stand on private school tuition while doing the debt snowball? It's going to be no for me, dog. We're on baby step 2 with about $12K left on truck. However, we are getting ready to pay this fall an extra $285 a month for private school. Our annual income is $110K. Monthly expenses are around $4,800 currently. Now, my kid doesn't have to go to private school, but the opportunity is there. My wife wants to send them to private school just based on facts that the public schools around us have bad ratings, and the private school is within a mile from our house. $285 a month. Yeah, I wouldn't do it until you would be on baby step 4. I wouldn't do it. I understand if it's close to the house and if the public schools are really bad, but nobody that asks about private school tuition ever says anything good about public schools. They always have bad stuff to say. So, and we don't know. We're not there. So, you have to make that decision. But that would be a no from me until you get the baby step 3 done as well, the full emergency fund. Boom, 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 boom. This is from Cream. Interesting. $30.99. I don't know what to do. Help. Don't want my family or friends finding this, so yes, this is a burner account. Aren't they all on the Reddit? Except mine, which is my branding. Let's see. I'm going to keep this as short as I can. That means it's going to be long, just like on the calls. 32-year-old wife, 2 kids, paid off all our credit card debt. All that was left in debt to pay was our vehicle. Was our vehicles? Wife makes $51K a year. I was making 58 to 65. I sold cars for 5 years, but my mental health was going down drain. Blood pressure was through the roof. When my second daughter was born, I took a lot of time off to spend time at home because I didn't get more than 5 days with my first kid when she was born 2 years ago. I had plenty in the bank to take off for a while. But you still had all that debt, though. I don't want to go back to the car business because it was highly stressful and wouldn't see my kids other than 2 or 3 times a week because they would already be asleep by the time I arrive home. Don't have a college degree, so I don't have access to find a job that pays me what I need. I'm working for a company right now as a support analyst for their sales team, but I only make $42K. Now we can't make our bills, and we piled up a mountain of debt. The only way out of this mess is to go back to selling cars I don't know what to do. This is the first time in my life I'm asking for advice about something like this. Feel like a complete failure. I will die before my kids ever have to see struggle. But this whole I'll figure it out mentality has made things difficult along the course of my life, and I need some advice. Thank you in advance. And please feel free to ask questions. My only way out of this mess is to go back to selling cars. That's false. People back themselves into just two options. I can do this or do that. And as Dave points out, there's always a third and a fourth and a fifth option. There's plenty of different options for you to do. Let's see, if 48 comments, or 45 comments, I'm sure they took care of them. Let's just want to see if the OP like added any other. There we go. Feel like I burned out in sales, got tired of the grind. Others lived for, I did well. I was able to buy a house, live comfortably, but in the end, it was causing me a lot of stress. It also made you think you were making a lot of money. You could spend a lot of money as well. So I don't know. Let's see. We have a ton of equity in the house. Bought the house from my grandparents nearly 2 years ago for way below market. Upside down in my truck, about $6K. Yeah, I mean, if it's that much trouble, you can move down in house. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying a college degree is the end all be all to make money. All this stuff I'm reading is extra stuff from the original poster. It was what it means when it says OP right there. I have a duty to figure this out because I'll have to go back to doing something I hate so much. You don't have to. That's what you keep saying, but you don't have to. Just looking for another avenue to accomplish the same goal. Right, and you can look for that in your paper. You can go apply for jobs, etc., etc. The only place a big cut can be made is our vehicles, but the problem is if we sell one, I'll still be $6K flipped and not have a car. I need something to drive to take my kids to daycare in the morning. Wife leaves for work before the kids ever wake up. So they do need 2 cars, I guess. Everywhere else, there's nothing cut back on. We don't need out. Don't have 15 different subscriptions. If we could somehow pay off all our debt that we generated in the last few months, we could save a bunch, but to still be comfortable, it won't happen. It looks like I'm going to have to go back to what I hated doing. Yeah, if you can sell cars, you can sell anything else. Budget, put some hours, really looking for jobs, and you can work more. It's just a season, as they like to say around Ramsey way. Since Dr. D got there, sales a very transferable skill set. Absolutely. Put down a written budget. The only thing we can cut out is bigger the vehicles. Try this. Wife can't take anything else because of her health benefits being outstanding. Alright. 18 cars where I live makes you no more than $35K a year. To make $60K, you have to be selling at least 17 cars a month. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, well, I mean, cars can be out. You can get something else. Alright, so seems like a lot of excuses and dead set on I either have to do cars to make that amount of money, or I won't make that much money and I'll have to we won't be comfortable, etc., etc. We'll stay in debt, etc., etc. So all right, this is from Gentle Listener. Time is it? Okay, my Get Clear Career Assessment. This is from Ken Coleman's Get Clear Career Assessment. According to Ken Coleman's assessment, I was created to use my talents of organization, logic, inspection to perform my passions of analyzing, finishing, promoting to accomplish my mission of creation by creating new things and ideas. Let me guess to what it will be. I didn't read ahead. It's going to be, but I don't like doing that. Let's see. The next page includes instructions to cross off any suggestion where my first response is, no, that's not a match, and to research the others. Okay, I was wrong. To verify whether it could be a match. None of the suggestions are a match. What are some career avenues to explore? Use the talents of organization, logic, and inspection to do the work of analyzing, finishing, and promoting. to create new things and ideas. Anywhere where you got to look at numbers. Maybe accounting. I'm sure that would be in there. That's interesting. So that's something I don't know. Let's see. They're not mentioning any. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Oh, this went to their page. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. Like I said, something like they do with number, where you got to keep track of numbers, or like keep track of an inventory, or something of that nature. Alrighty, escalating global situation. This from F.R. Williams. Baby step 2 flare right there. Being very, very nervous about the current and future global situation. I'm wondering if I should make some changes as to how I'm navigating the baby step program. Currently on baby step 2, putting $2,500 towards paying off smallest debt. Should I slow down and beef up $1,000 emergency fund? Has Dave made any statements on topic? Has anyone else made any changes? No, you don't do that. You don't do that. It's not a war happening here. We had inflation before that. We had the stock market going down before that. We had supply line problems before that. So, and of all of that stuff, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. What you can do about it is take care of your house, and the best way to take care of your house is to do the baby steps in order. Now, if you have a personal emergency and a personal escalating situation in your life, drama in your life or in your job, then that's when you pause the baby steps. It doesn't change them. You just stop doing it and pile up money. And then when drama is over, then you start up the baby steps again, and then you would just do them exactly the same way as they are written, and you never have more than $1,000 in your starter emergency fund. If you want to do it the way Dave has said to do it, and that is proven successful millions of documented times. But yeah, you can't do anything about the current and future global situation. Neither can I. So we control what we can control. Turn off the news, maybe, if you're watching it. Okay, this from Excelsior Airlines. A WWDD flare right here. What would Dave do? Background, I own a condo with $40K remaining on the mortgage, about $160K in equity, and a $1K a month payment in terms of mortgage, HOA dues, property tax. So it's less than the guy in the chat today that had a $1,000 mortgage payment and a $1,000 a month in taxes. Let's see, 42, single divorced male with an income of $75K, working for a not-for-profit. No other debts, and $200K in investments. All right. Not into home ownership at all. What about condo ownership? I have no interest in yard work or maintenance. Have found very few homes that meet my criteria. The ones I've found usually in poor condition, etc. I know Dave said you should almost always seek to own in the longer term. You can buy a condo. I sort of see this, but I'm wondering if I am the exception here. I'm looking for a one-bedroom apartment, same amount of space as my condo that rents for $700 a month. Oh, looking at one. Sorry, not looking for one. Looking at one. Remote employee. If you want to rent the rest of your life, you can rent the rest of your life. It just is better from an equity standard where you wouldn't have payments. You would have, obviously to make your own repairs and do your yard work as you said. But sometimes maybe you wouldn't have to cut the grass sometimes, and maybe you wouldn't have any repairs, and so that's when it would behoove you to be owning instead and have it paid off instead of renting. But you can rent if you would like. Oh, in the condo, I've had to replace flooring. Okay, so you've already been doing it. So why not just own the condo? I suppose it increases the resale potential. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Yes, rents go up, so raise theoretically. In stable times, over the long term, rents and wages should inflate in tandem, right? Otherwise, you would be in a bubble and you could simply move to a cheaper area, right? Can someone talk me through why renting a one-bedroom at $700 a month using average annual rate? Okay, I don't know about the numbers. I can just keep pace with income. Dump the $160K in equity from my condo into investments and continually seek to find cheaper rents. I'm not seeing it as bad. What am I missing here? You're missing the equity from a house and owning your own house. If you want to rent, you can do that if you want to. I'm not sure that long-term renting in my situation is that much more disadvantageous than owning a condo. Sure, it might be less money in the end, but it's not like it's incredibly clear-cut. Theoretically, it would be less money in the end. So, but you could easily get a bad house and have plenty of repairs. It's, like you said. But yeah, you can rent if you want. It's your money. Let's see. Help me, tell me if I'm wrong. From Vermicelli Fund 6085. I need help, tell me if I'm wrong. 32 years old, married, I'm a saver, my wife is a spender, good luck. We own a paid off condo with no mortgage, worth about $200K, and I have about $200K saved up. The problem is I want to sell the condo and buy a $400K house, cash with no mortgage. Yep, I know I could just rent out the condo and that would pay for the majority of the mortgage, but we were broke in the past and that really scared me to not have a single dollar in debt ever again. Am I wrong? You mean am I wrong? And no, you're not. Nope. Sell that bad boy and get no mortgage on the new $400K house. The only thing I would challenge you on is, do you need a $400K house? Maybe you'd be fine with a $300K house. Just look around. Again, don't put yourself into a situation where it's A or B, because there's C, D, E. There's always other options. Always other options. Alright, let's do one more. Phone debt. Did we do this one? W. Connor 9. Just thinking about it, never to call or mention a phone as debt when they're going through baby step 2, and maybe people are buying a phone on credit card, including it there. But am I abnormal thinking of financing a phone with a sole service provider is debt? I don't think I have ever even heard Dave mention this. Yeah, it's a gray area because they you pay for it on your bill every time sometimes, unless you do put it on a credit card or put it on a debit card and buy it. If you put it on a debit card and buy it, you bought it. You don't have debt on it, but technically it is debt on there. And sometimes they don't let you pay it off, I believe. Sometimes they don't let you pay it off early if you say, I want to pay all the phone off. Which I don't know why they wouldn't, because you could take cash in there or a debit card and say, run the phone, I'll pay the phone, and we don't keep it. But the way they mix it in with the amount of the service, they mix that in sometimes. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, tonight in about an hour we have Tech support with Coach Steve Money. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Mondays. Wednesdays, no set time. Curse of Oak Island no cap recap. And last week that was up around 6:30 a.m. and then I went back to bed for a little while. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Old Man Video Gamings, and I do some bonus ones as well. And of course, this show, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It was a little late today because the Ramsey Show was a little late today. The Ramsey Show After Show. And of course, Bella will eventually say she wants to play a game, and we will start playing a new game that has not been picked yet. And they could preempt anything except the After Show or the Curse of Oak Island recap, because Curse of Oak Island recap is a pre-recorded endeavor. Alright, let's see if we got another subscriber during the show. We did not. Sometimes we do. You can schedule a free consultation with me. I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach, and you can click this right here on my YouTube page banner, or you can click the link at the top of the chat, or you can click the link in the video description below, and that will take you to calendly.com/Coach Steve Money, and you click on financial coaching. You can change the month up here. You pick the date, you pick the time, and then Calendly will let me know that you want that appointment, and I will email you back and let you know what information I need in order to accurately assess you. PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money for donations. Every little bit helps, absolutely. That is the little globe right there. It's hard to see against the dark green. That's a globe. That's for Instagram, and the Instagram handle is Coach Steve Money, no spaces. What else am I forgetting? Oh, email CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, and you can email me about anything that's on my YouTube channel, anything that's on your mind. Video games, football, Oak Island. Come on. Where's the thumbnails? A little bit of internet issue here today. Let's see. There we go. Oak Island. After show, of course. Video gaming. As I say, computer stuff. As it will. All of this I put in both the video gaming and the computer stuff because it's PC Building Simulator. And music stuff. I read some songs about some of the Ramsey personalities. Also have 2 songs from My Guy's Thrill Cat in there. That's from 1993. And that was recorded on a handheld VHS way back in the day. And I got a highlight section right there as well. So if you want to talk to me about any of that, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Also, if you want to sing the Baby Steps song, it'd be great to hear somebody else sing that. Alrighty. Make smart. Oh. Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. She's having the same thing about the phone debt. Yeah, when they wrap it in there like that, I mean, it's not life or death if you get that out of there and pay that. But next time when you're getting a new one, maybe you can have them take it out of that part and you can pay cash for it. But a lot of times people would never ask that. When they say, "Oh, well, you get your phone for free, we'll just bill you," or something like that, and then people just go, "Oh, okay." Or they say, you get your phone and the charges will be on your bill for that, and you can pay for it over time, and that should be the hint that it's debt as well. And then you would just say, "Can you break that out? I wanna pay cash for that." But sometimes they may want to have it on the bill to keep you with the service longer, guaranteed, maybe. And of course, more chance for, if you change service, more chance for you having to pay a fee to get out of that. Could be. And so that may make them extra money on that. But yeah, next time when you're doing it, you know, to do it while you're paying off debt, you know, you could just pay it off like that. Leave it in the bill. I don't think that's that big a deal. It's not that big of an expense. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be having a car payment sized phone bill. So yeah, that's how Verizon is what Julia says. Yep. Yeah, they're gonna try to they're gonna try always be closing. They're trying to make some bags off of you, girl. You know it. Yeah.